Hello Hugo, this is Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. Thanks for taking some time to view this video. So the point of this video is two things. One is to give you some tips and tricks on how to increase your online presence, your traffic, your revenue, increase your leads, to increase your business. And then two is to compare your website to local competitor's website and see if we get close to him to outranking him to get on that first page of Google. So I'll talk about three things: content, backlinks, and citations. So whatever I use, you could use this on your own website, but if you want to talk about that or anything further, please feel free to reach out. My door is always open. But if you leave a few lines of feedback on this video, that helps me get better at making these videos for local businesses. So let's start with content. So in content, you need anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words, just depending on the competition and number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything someone might type into Google, looking for a particular service or product. So in your content on your website, you can place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website to be found for. So right now you got a good start to your website, but I would definitely focus on getting some more content on there, and that'll give you some more search volume, push volume with Google to be found on Google on that first page. So speaking of Google, if I'm a consumer, I might type in restoration services, San Diego, California, service you provide in the area you serve. Here's what comes up. Sometimes ads come up, they're hit or miss. Some you can invest in later if you haven't already. A lot of people skip ads. This is the map pack here with citations. I'll talk more about that in a minute. And then we call these organics right here. We feel this is the most important. It's important to be on the first page of any kind of service or area you provide. And as you can see, you scroll down, you're not on the first page, but you can do some things to outrank some of these local competitors to get on this first page with your website. You might have heard this, a good place to hide a dead body. It's on page 2 or 3 of Google. People just don't go here to search for a service or product. They stay on that first page. So, the goal is to beat the top competitor, and we don't pay attention to directories like Yelp, like Angie's List, because if I'm a local consumer, I'm going to pick a local business for a service. So the goal is to beat the top one, but we can start somewhere in the middle. We'll start somewhere in the middle to beat, for instance, Bill Howe. He's kind of in the middle of the page, so I'll compare your website to his and see if those numbers could get close to outranking him on Google. So this is a tool we use. It's called Ahrefs. It's what we use to do a deep dive in websites. So here's your numbers. So these definitely need to be increased to be on that first page of Google. So right now you're only using one keyword on that big website you have. So definitely want to increase your keywords. And compare that to your local competitor. Here's his website. But his keywords, and here's his URL that he's using 287 keywords. Again, not a lot. I've seen some website use up to 500, but you want to get that big search volume, more bang for your buck. And you could, take some of these keywords that he's using that applies to you, like San Diego water damage restoration, 300 search volume. That's a good keyword to have. Put that in your website, use these keywords here and there, and you get very close to outranking him. Here's a great one, San Diego restoration. So if that's not on your website, you could put that keyword in there and get close to outranking him on that Google. So here's a great one, water damage restoration service, 6,000 volume. So take some of those keywords that your competitors are using, put them on your website, you'll get close to outranking them. The second thing I'm going to talk about is, let me go back to yours, there you go, is backlinks. So backlinks is anywhere where one website is linking to another website. So think of this as a popularity contest. Google uses this for an endorsement. It builds trust in your business, and it helps Google vouch for you. So think of it as a popularity contest as well. The person with the most backlinks wins. But keeping in mind, not all backlinks are created equal. So it's important to have other services in home restoration, repair, remodeling to link back to you. So right now you don't have any backlinks and no reference domains, and that's why you're not being found on Google. So you definitely want to update your backlinks. And compare that to your local competitors. We'll go back to his here. Here we go. Yeah, there's Bill Howe. He's, for this service restoration, he's only using 11 backlinks, 9 reference domains. I've seen backlinks all the way up to 1,000, 2,000 backlinks. But even if you get close to these numbers, you'll start outranking your competitors on that first page. And then finally, there's citations. Let me scroll up here to the map pack. So citations is anywhere where your business name, your number, and your address are shown exactly as your Google business profile. So citations help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses since this can generate huge amounts of revenue. So to up your citation game, include directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, BBB. There's hundreds of others you probably heard of. Also, social media accounts work great too. LinkedIn, Facebook. The idea is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. So the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than these competitors, the more likely it is you can outrank them. And the goal is you want to be in the top 3 or 4, like there's 4 here, but you want to be in the top 3. Sometimes there's only 3 with searches. Much like on page 2 and 3, people don't click this button right here for more services. So you want to be right in front of consumers. So once your content, your backlinks, your citations, they all come together, you start to outgrow your competitors online. And here's what you might be looking at and why that's worth it. So not sure what your margins are now, but I imagine that will generate some pretty decent revenue for you. Also, there's usually many more keywords you could use to generate more and more traffic and leads. So this is what I do. I'm creating this video for you to help you generate those leads online. But if you do find yourself wanting more to continue scaling as far as you want, feel free to reach out. I can help you with that. Help you with more information. We can talk about your goals. I can do research to find exactly what could be realistic for your business and what it might take to reach those goals. Again, if you leave me a few lines of feedback, that'll help me out making these videos, make it better. Again, I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. I hope it's helpful. Much luck in your business. Have a great day.